Tell me something about the behavior of an emotionally disturbed teenager. Easily upsets by bad moods, thinks inferior, low and unworthy, prone to jealousy and envy, indulge in violence, burst into fits and tears without reason, jumps into fights and arguments, overreacts to irritation and frustration, violates rules and regulations, succumbs to bad habits, disobey parents and teachers, susceptible to rage and anger, low confidence and low self-esteem, indecisive, irritable, irresponsible, inactive and indifferent. What will happen if these children and adolescents are neglected by their own parents? These youngsters are emotionally incompetent. If left neglected, they are more prone to drugs and alcohol to soothe their bad emotions. Tell me something about the bad emotions of children and adolescents. Fear, worry, anger and anxiety are the common emotions affect young children and adolescents. These bad emotions alters the physiology of the body and psychology of the mind. Fear sabotages the academic performance. Worry always interferes with clear thinking. Anger generally ends in violence. Anxiety undermines intellect and school performance. Sadness disrupts mental clarity. Agony alters concentration and disrupts the good memory. And suspicion destroys faith and trust. Oh, something unbelievable. Is it true that the newish teenager faces a lot of emotional crisis in his day-to-day student's life? Does it affect his body and mind? I would say a big yes to your question. Emotional stress and bad moods alters the student's lifestyle, shatters his self-image and self-esteem and lowers his mental and academic performance. What are all the common problems a teenager faces in his day-to-day life? Generally, eating disorders, drug and alcohol problems, anxiety, stress, fear and worry, at times mild depression, violent behavior, and sleeping disorders are commonly seen in young children and adolescents. Adolescents do not rush to parents whenever they are upset, worried or in need of help or assistance. They do not see their parents as all-knowing or all-powerful to solve their immediate problems. They are at times forced to become independent decision-makers. You mean to say that adolescent years are emotionally intense and stressful period? Definitely yes. Teenage is an age of anxiety. Modern-day epidemic in young children and teens result in not just unhappiness or sadness but restlessness, listlessness, weakness, helplessness and hopelessness. Depressed teenagers generally not interested in talking about their unhappiness or sadness either with their parents nor with their teachers or friends. They are more irritable, impatient and angry towards their parents and caretakers. What is adolescence? Or tell me something about adolescent period. Adolescence is a Latin word meaning to grow up. It is a period as one of storm and stress. Thoughts, feelings, ideas and concepts develop at this period and influence one's life. Understanding of the world comes from parents and friends. According to WHO, adolescence covers the period of life between 10 and 20 years of age. It is a period of transition from childhood to adulthood. An emotionally intense and stressful period. Would they lose their emotional balance if they are not rightly guided? It is true. If these youngsters are not rightly motivated at this period, they may fall into the trap of bad moods, feelings and behavior. Who handles children's and adolescents' emotional and behavioral problems? Pediatricians, adolescent psychologists, child psychologists and child psychiatrists. Who is the best adolescent physician in Chennai? Dr. Habibullah is a well-known adolescent physician in Chennai. He is a senior consultant pediatrician and an adolescent psychologist. He is an expert in the field of adolescent medicine and psychology. Dr. Habibullah speaks to students, parents and teachers how to identify the common teenage emotional upsets, mood swings and behavioral problems and to correct it in time before it affects their personality, physical, mental and emotional well-being. His workshops on emotional management train students and makes them self-reliant, socially competent, personally effective, confident, trustworthy and self-assertive.